Want to set the world on fire.
Please welcome Tom Montgomery.
In your heart.
I'm here, and
In
white
my
privileges
heart,
have
I
been
have
seeing you
but
tonight, okay, guys?
one desire, and that one is you. No other will do. I've lost all ambition for worldly acclaim.
Any government is to monopolize as much violence as possible in order for it to inflict it on as many citizens as possible.
I've been on this like weird anarchist arc for a few months now. This is playing by their rules, exactly how they are written.
I don't want to set the world on fire. I just want to start a flame.
You're watching the Dog and Chicken Show. Like, share, subscribe.
That's right. It's time for the Dog and Chicken Show.
And welcome, everybody, to the Dog and Chicken Show, episode 138, folks, Into the Storm. And indeed, tomfoolery, let's go! I am Tony fucking G, the host with the most of the Dog and Chicken Show. We are poultry-free, but do not fret. Tony G, Tony the Rod 2.0 on TikTok, and your 12-time Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast champion is here to lead the way into the storm. And I am joined tonight by a couple of wonderful gents of the Big Buckin' Empire. To my right, left, whatever, the one, the only,
The man of the hour, the man with the power, the man that makes the other podcast cower, the prince and potentate of the political parlance, the lord of the Scottish Highlands, Phil K.O.E. right here at Big Buckin' Empire, the show on the truly never-ending quest for podcast purity. And we are here. You can find me, KOE Nation, on YouTube, KOE Nation on Twitch, KOE Nation on TikTok, folks. And that's where you can find me, Phil KOE. But we are here right in the Stone Mountain, baby. Right in the Stone out, yes. And we will find a way to get through this for you. And I am joined by somebody that's very much looking forward to a very big family reunion this weekend. The one, the only.
Yank. Yes, Dead's worldwide, son. I am waiting for that reunion. I cannot wait. It's been 38 years in the making.
38 years.
I really hope he doesn't have Wi-Fi on his plane right now. No, yes, I'm Yank from the Yankee Studios, so
yes,
got to come on the show. It's great. I love coming.
Yeah, it's funny. I was thinking earlier, I'm like, okay, I got to get somebody else to join us tonight. Obviously, Chicken's off. Brendan's in the fucking air. Lynn and Chicken are kind of driving. You know, their mileage has been pretty high. I gotta ask Yank. Yank ain't been on for fucking ever. I'm gonna ask Yank. And then the storm hit, and I completely fucking forgot to ask you. And then ears must have been burned. He's like, hey, can I come up? Well, thank God you asked, because I was gonna totally forget.
Right.
Yes. Also, T, check which mic you're on, just in case. But while you do that, Justin, what are you drinking?
I starting off as per normal, a Winger, Still Night, and already had a shot of Maker's Mark 46. So,
Nice.
Oh no, I'm sorry, 101. I had the 101.
Oh, even better. And
Yes,
Tony, you
sir.
sound a million times better.
I didn't do anything. I don't know what the difference is.
You jiggled some wires and now you just sound better. But me, Tony, I'm gonna also invoke not only your audio jealousy, but also your liquor jealousy, because I am drinking Glenfiddich 19-year bourbon cask. This is the one where the cork got all fucked up, so I had to use. And so basically, I have to finish this tonight now. So that's why.
Oh no!
I got a half Russo pour of it here in my wee Glen. I know. Not all heroes wear capes. This is the sacrifices I make for you. God, that's beautiful. So yeah, 19-year bourbon cask Glenfiddich. It's top tier. It's definitely worth the drink. And T, while you introduce what you're drinking, my dog is giving me that refill my water bowl look. So I'll be right back.
Fair enough. I am starting out with a pretty healthy pour of Templeton 6-year rye. I figured, with one Brendan Roy in his travels to Iowa, I might as well enjoy an Iowa rye as he embarks on his quest to Iowa. Go. Once I finish that, I'm going to get into another rye, some Russell's Reserve Kentucky Straight Rye. I also do have down here a Lone Busch Light. Now, if anybody wants to get in on the stars, I think about the stars. I think they're working. I don't know. I hope they are. Last week we had some issues, but last week was more of a somber topic anyway, and it's all right. So if you want to get in on it tonight, I'll pop it up here in a second. But folks, what I really want you to do, if you're gonna get star spendy happy, if you want to get in on it tonight, fine. But I beg of you, next week is the week to do it. Before I pop it up here, though, I want to share the starboard if anybody has forgotten what that
we do not have stars.
Well, fuck me. Did you try it?
I looked. I'm looking at the Facebook page now. It just gives me a thumbs up and.
Well, that's a bunch of poo. Chicken.
It's all right.
She had like real life stuff come up, got in the way of his ability to stream gaming online.
His gaming is not actual gaming, so I think
they figured him out. Okay, so in that case, folks, if you absolutely want Phil to drink some gin, I do actually have a way. I'm going to pop it up on the screen.
You son of a bitch.
Please tell me, Venmo, baby.
Look, it's just, it wouldn't be the same if that wasn't an honest threat every week, and we just can't go with that.
But I know, Tony's going to even show you the way to donate to make me drink this, but I know I don't have to worry about it. None of you are going to do it. Nobody within the sound of my voice has the temerity, nor the fucking guts, nor the moxie to make me take a shot of gin. $5 to make me take a shot of this awful fucking London swill? No. None of you got the temerity. None of you got the moxie. None of you got the balls, kid. So,
all right. So what you see here is buymeacoffee.com/Tony G. That's just a workaround of the stars. And I do want to show, I think, on the screen here, this will be used for next week. If you are watching this on YouTube,
yes.
If you are streaming next week's show, the live show, May the 20th, Friday, on YouTube, and you can't partake in the Facebook stars, this is how you will be still able to donate to the show. This is the link right here. It's buymeacoffee.com/bigbuckin. Now, I show you that because the most important thing that I'm going to shill tonight. This is huge. This is big. It's almost here. Hello, Tyler Williams. Nice to see
Tyler.
you here.
Hello, ladies.
What's up, buddy? Hold on, I got to do it real quick. Yeah. I can't do it loud.
Folks, I can't freaking believe it's here already. Next week, May the 20th, we are going to get crazy. Here we go. Andre the Giant, the 3rd annual beer challenge and fundraiser. Now, yes. I just showed you that Buy Me a Coffee link, folks. That's how you can donate if you're not on Facebook. If you're on Facebook, I 100% guarantee the stars will be working next week. So,
yes,
you've got to go to Big Buckin Empire on Facebook. You've got to subscribe. You've got to follow us on Facebook because this is this is going to be our primary way of getting donations. Now, we are donating every penny that we receive next Friday to the Wounded Warrior Project that helps veterans that have been wounded in combat. So this is an important cause, and it's always a fun night. This is the third year we're doing it. Look, we're going to drink a minimum of 119 beers. And I know, just for personal reasons, I'm pretty sure we're going to get over 200 this year, folks. I'm just putting it out there.
Oh, that's easy.
Personal goal. We're you, me, all of us watching, all of us on the show together, cumulatively, we are going to make it over 200 beers this year. So come join us. Like this page, like the YouTube page, like all the pages, get notified, and make sure to mark it down in your calendars. Set a reminder next Friday, roughly 8 p.m., I believe, May the 20th. Beer drinking, fundraising, talking shit, and just so much fun. Please, I beg you.
It's going to be great. And we're going to try. Last year, we barely made it. And I think this year, we're going to be able to make it to well past 200 if we have your support, people in the audience. But there's 3 different numbers that people banty around. There's 115, 117, and then there's Dusty Rhodes, who, once in a while, Dusty Rhodes is known to maybe exaggerate his numbers, just a little bit of the exaggeration. But he said that one time Andre drank 156 beers, and if it was 3-2 beer, that would actually be physiologically possible. So
for Andre, not for anybody else.
Yeah, for Andre the Giant. Because we'll bring this up in the show, but we think he might have been, if whoever's phone is doing that, if you could just stop that for the rest of the show.
I'm working. I'm used to it.
But anyways, Andre the Giant was, we think, history's most prolific drinker. He had the biggest. So he had the size, he also had the metabolism, he had a working tolerance, and also the big thing that a lot of people forget is he had the disposable income to drink a lot of really high dollar liquor every night. And so I don't think, there might have been people with the metabolism, with the size, with all those other things, but they probably didn't have the disposable income Andre did to keep that party flowing. So I think he might be history's most prolific drinker. And so in his honor,
most historical drunk.
Yes.
Lynn says he is sitting in a hotel in York and he just ran out of booze. If anybody watching wants to deliver a bottle of Woodford to him, hit him up. Slide into them DMs.
Like I say, he can come to me. I don't got much left though.
Yeah, you ain't got much left there, and that's delicious stuff there, Yank.
I think that's what Phil brought. So
it's so
that one's gone.
Good.
Yep, that's your batch party present there. Woodford. That was actually the 2021 bourbon tournament winner.
That is so good.
I know.
So,
they're just gorgeous.
I'm going to show you guys what on the screen right now. This is the event page on Facebook. This is going to be the important one. Again, if you're watching on YouTube, we've got the Buy Me a Coffee link, but this is the one. Friday, May 20th, 7 p.m. Holy shit. Zooming way too far in.
Sheesh.
There it is. Friday, May 20th at 7 p.m. on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch, the 3rd annual Andre the Giant Beer Drinking Challenge and Fundraiser. So, if you have not already, I would definitely say pull up another tab. If you're watching on a laptop, pull up another tab right now. Go to Big Bucking Empire and make sure you are following us on Facebook, because this is absolutely vital. We need all the help we can get. We need all the viewers we can get, and people, you can participate with us. Every beer that you drink and comment, or you can send us a picture, or you can send us a video of you chugging a beer. We'll pop it on the screen. Any interaction that you have with us and you having another beer will count towards the total. So we're going to have a ton of fun with this. It's always a fun turnout. Do not miss it. I beg of you. This is the biggest one we're doing yet. I know we were going to get even more crazy with the promotion, but it's been a rough month for us. So the fact that we're still even able to have this damn thing is going to be a bit of a challenge.
So now Tony, strangely enough, actually, hang on. I just breaking. I just got a message from Chicken. Chicken's telling me, Phil, given that last week's episode was such a runaway success and one of the top 3 episodes we've ever done of all time, in honor of Andre the Giant's Memorial Beer Battle Royal coming up, I want you to do something else that I love it when you do on my channel. I want you to go to all the Beer 30 o'clock videos and watch them live right now on the stream. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I could not help myself. Chicken fucking hates it when people watch shit like that. So I couldn't help it. Chicken, I know you're out there somewhere just going, Phil, fuck you so bad right now. But I know he's thinking since last week's episode was such a runaway success that this is really just the best way.
We have some comments I'm gonna get. Lynn's trying to avoid a DUI. That's why he wants the bottle of Woodford. Jeremy says walk to Walmart. No butt chugging. That's fair, because Tyler Williams says we need another chug content. Agree, and I don't want to be 3 chugs in when we go one-on-one this time. That was such a bullshit. Wait till I'm 3 chugs in. All right, now let's chug. All right, we're gonna start fresh this time, Tyler. I can feel it. But yes, no butt chugging. Well, I mean, unless we get 4 beers deep. Lynn's also lazy, so not gonna do that. Could have walked to Runza. And 10 to 10, man. Last week's episode was definitely a top 3 episode. Last week's
definitely, you philosopher
really
king.
Good. It was definitely it was a lot more somber of a topic, but it was a very, very good topic. I had a lot of great guests on. K Fellows, Tiberius D, somebody online, Tony fucking G, and some other cunt. Anyway, so
the biggest cunt of all, Phil KOE. I'm the king 20th. Of cunts, you motherfucker. Get it right.
Next week, folks. Next week.
I am the cunt commander. Like, yeah, Jesus.
And there goes the show. We love you. Have a good night.
Let me see here. This
and
is
suddenly
the
we're
Big
not
Bucking
streaming
Empire
on one
page right here, folks. If you can see this, this is what you need. This is where you need to go. Pull up another tab, Big Bucking Empire on Facebook. That's facebook.com/Big Bucking. All right. Go there, subscribe, follow, all that shit. Like, you got to subscribe to this. And you know what? Something else while we're shilling, while I'm begging you to do things for me, look, this is the week of shilling because we're kind of, I don't want to say we're phoning it in, but this is the week to shill. And we don't have a ton of fucking news to talk about, but what we're going to talk about at the beginning of this show is us. And that's the most important topic. And something else that I really, really need people to do is go over here, okay? I'm going to show you where to go. If you're watching on YouTube, this is where you should be. The Big Bucking Empire on YouTube, folks.
Nice.
Are you not subscribed? Are you not following us on YouTube?
Are you not entertained?
Folks, we are shadow banned crazy constantly on YouTube, and this place needs every bit of
subscribe
help.
To that
yeah,
shit.
I mean, really do it, folks, because you get to get content from one of the most shadow banned channels on YouTube. They really want to make sure that our word does not get out. So if you want to basically stick it to fucking big tech and hear what you need to hear anyways, come to Big Bucking Empire, YouTube, Facebook, even Big Bucket Entertainment on Twitch. That's how you find us. Now, Tony, scroll down just a little bit, if you would, just because there's me reading Martyr Maid. There's our current episode, and then there we go, and then you can see right there, episode 137, Roe v. Depp, one of our greatest episodes. Definitely check it out. It's really something. I mean, I would say top 3, maybe top 2. But other than that, other than this episode, because I don't know why, I just feel it. Like, you in the audience, I can actually see it. The more you watch this show, I mean, you're practically glowing. I mean, you're just getting sexier with each minute that you watch this show. I can actually see it. Like, you're glowing. You've just got, like, your eyes are brighter. Your smile is just giving that special je ne sais quoi. Right. I mean, so, folks, like, yes.
Let's say Yanked is a lot more lit up tonight than he usually is.
I know, but yes, beyond that, once you go there, also, check out KOE Nation on YouTube, because it's the place that you can get all of your KOE content, and where I actually streamed last night that amazing episode of Big Bucket Empire. I'm sorry, this is my run-on joke. But also you can see the upcoming bourbon tournament that's going to be dropping, and we are getting closer. We are now in the Sweet 16 of the 32 rye tournament, and we got a lot more to go from here, folks, but we are going to make our way to the championship match of our 32 Rye tournament here at KOE Nation, folks. And that is the place to be. That is the place where we
You know where else?
get to, oh.
You know where else they should be? Right here on this beautiful website. I can't believe you're not already,
that
folks.
In like 3 months.
Come on. This is the easiest website in the world to remember, Yanked. Come on, you got to get this shit ready to rock.
yankedupodcast.com. Come on now. Everything's on there, including KOE. I think KOE is still on there. Brendan Roy's on there. Everybody's on there.
Well, you got to have your day.
Right there.
It wouldn't be right if you weren't.
Okay, yeah, I did take KOE. He got controversial.
Well, I mean, he always does. But you know what? Speaking of...
so now I see how it is.
Speaking of your dad, I what's that? I'm getting a special update. Oh my goodness!
Crazy.
Oh my god, the Brendan tracker. It's got an update. Oh my god, look at this. He is currently touched down. He is touched down, folks. He is in Charlotte, North Carolina. He's in Tar Heel country. Holy shit. This is the next leg of his journey on the way to Iowa. You can see where he's already gone on the red track there, and the green track is his next apartment. And he will be landing in Iowa probably about the time we get done with this show, folks. And from there...
Yeah, so with that being said, don't forget that there's a post show. So my dad will be on there, hopefully.
Aww, a reunion. So yes, the Brendan tracker, it's a lot like the Santa tracker, but considerably more libertarian.
Considerably,
yes. So this is like I'm sure somebody in the internet's like, no, Santa's the ultimate libertarian, and they're gonna like give us some like dissertation on that. But Brendan, it's going to happen. It's going down. Are you ready for it? It's going to be quite the filming experience. We're going to get hopefully a nice little chunk of the bourbon tournament done. We will see what happens when Brendan Roy touches down in Nebraska. It's gonna
worldwide coming to Iowa and Nebraska.
Yeah, Dad, good luck.
You're gonna need it. I remember when Brendan was saying, like, gosh, guys, I don't know. I don't normally drink that much. I wanted to bring back the Yoda meme. You will be.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've hung out with you guys. No, I'm good.
So, as we're wrapping up the shameless plugging 20 minutes into the show,
shameless.
We got plenty of it in. We're probably going to do plenty more of it because we're not above it tonight. Look, we do have a breaking story today. Somebody we've actually talked about on this show passed away, and it was one of our higher rated episodes, the longer it's been on the tube of you. And that is one Randy Weaver of Ruby Ridge fame. Passes away today at the age of 74. If you haven't seen this episode,
feds finally got him.
They finally got him.
Still going down that route.
They still, fuck you, I ain't going down, gobbers, and they finally fucking got him. Damn it.
You know, I don't know that it went down like that. We'll read the article here.
I'd like to think it.
I'm just saying, the way he looked, that is like freaking.
Like
what's the show?
That's kind of how I imagine it going down.
Looks like Mel
it's like
Gibson there.
a standoff in the nursing home.
Trying to think of a show here.
What, Lethal Weapon?
The General Lee. Oh my God. The Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah. Okay.
I bet he went down with the Dukes of Hazzard right there.
Some good old
over the river.
It looks like old Randy's gotten himself in a pickle today, and them still pickles.
I think that's where and this is where he knew he fucked up.
This is where he knew he fucked up. So yes, Randy Weaver of Ruby Ridge fame. If you're not familiar with Ruby Ridge, I'll show you the. I'm going to put the episode link in the comments because it's a really good episode. We went pretty in depth with this one, folks. I was really proud of this episode. Really enjoyed it, and it's just a really interesting story. But in the Cliff Notes, Randy Weaver was kind of a skeptical fellow, and he didn't really trust the government at all, and he just wanted to take his family and kind of be left alone out in the wilderness, away from government, away from society. And
that's a diplomatic way of putting it.
Generally speaking, that is exactly what it was, Phil. Come on, let's be frank.
Looks like Kevin coming in clutch with a bottle. Nice.
Way to use your family, Lynn.
Nice,
Nicely
but
done.
like Randy. Let's be frank, the feds tried to entrap him. Like, that's exactly what they did. They tried to entrap him by saying, will you saw off this shotgun for me? And yeah, it's a TikTok now where like it'll be a guy with a hat and it just says federal agent across it, and he's like guy at the gun range. Wow, so this is all really nice. Who's got the really cool stuff though? And like, so who's got the explosives, right? And he's like, he's clearly a fed, and then he goes to some guy like, hey buddy, could you saw this shotgun off for me? It's like, the feds tried to entrap him because he was having picnics with the Ku Klux Klan white supremacists, winky face, and so they saw he was a perfect confidential informant because
he was the ultimate patsy.
Yeah, he was close enough, but he wasn't involved enough to the point where, like, he was close enough to the point where they'd kind of trust him, but he wasn't so involved that he wouldn't turn on them if the feds tried to turn the screws on him, or at least that's what they thought. So that's what makes a perfect confidential informant. They look for those kind of people in any organization. And he said, fuck you. And, well, the rest, as they say, is history.
Yeah, once they tried to entrap him and turn him into an informant and he didn't go along with it, they really they strung him along to the point where the court system failed so fantastically and so miserably that they weren't going to blame anybody but Randy Weaver at this point. Now, this is a guy that's living out in the fucking mountains with no real phone. He had to like walk to town or drive to town to use the handyman store phone to take calls. So he wasn't getting any updates. They moved his court date around, didn't tell him, couldn't notify him. He misses it. And eventually he gets into just a string of trouble. And this snowballs into really the first big ultimate failure of the FBI put on a national broadcast scale. Like,
okay, I was about to say,
not their first. Fuck,
like, okay.
Not their first.
How much time you got, kids?
The first one that people were really seeing unfold as it happened, not just conspiracy theory, but people were watching this unfold as it happened. They stormed his place. They started guns a blaring and blaming him for it. And it kind of validated all the worry and distrust of the government that Randy Weaver had. Like, well, you're just crazy conspiracy theorist that doesn't trust the government. Well, gee, way to fucking validate him, because not only was he right, but he has loved ones die out of this ordeal.
Hold on, I'm sorry, but you said that conspiracy theorists about the government. What are you two?
We are just merely commentators living in the moment. Well, I
am actually, Justin, you've totally found me out. I'm actually a secret shill for the Illuminati. I'm here to shill for the lizard people. So go out, trust your government, watch CNN, get your vax.
Out of everything, you chose the lizard people. You got a hell of a tongue, buddy.
So this is coming from NPR.org. Randy Weaver, patriarch of a family that was involved in an 11-day Idaho standoff with federal agents 30 years ago that left 3 people dead and helped spark the growth of anti-government extremists, has died at the age of 74. His death was announced. That's when
it all started.
Yeah.
It's been going for longer than that, but yeah.
His death was announced Thursday in a Facebook post by daughter Sarah Weaver, who lives in Montana. "Love you always, Dad," was written on her Facebook page, posted with a picture of an older Randy and a smiling Sarah, along with dates January 3rd, 1948 and May 11th, 2022. Sarah did not immediately return messages and email for information, and details of Weaver's death were not immediately available. The standoff in the mountains near Ruby Ridge in the Idaho Panhandle transfixed the nation in August of 1992. He'd moved his family in the 80s to escape what he saw as a corrupt world. To avoid arrest, he'd holed up on his land near Naples, Idaho, and on August 21st, 92, a team of U.S. Marshals scouting the forest to find suitable places to ambush and arrest Weaver came across his friend and his 14-year-old son, Samuel, in the woods. A gunfight broke out where Samuel Weaver and Deputy U.S. Marshal William Deegan were killed. And yes, ultimately, this just got worse and worse and worse. And eventually, he ended up losing his wife as well. Now, this was just a brutal scene to watch unfold for the entire nation, because
Well, yeah,
Just-
the feds
they didn't know what to
considered
think.
the feds considered the wife to be the ringleader.
Yeah.
Like the idea that, in my personal opinion, the idea that she wasn't explicitly targeted is laughable, especially when a sniper has a still shot of a non-moving target. The idea that the headshot wasn't intentional is just, in my opinion, it's a lie. It's a lie.
100%.
There's a reason why FBI sniper, he's known as Lon the Hitman Horiuchi. There's a reason why that's what he's known as, because if you need a hit and a hit hard, you call in Lon.
Oh, we just got another update on the Brendan ticker. He's still in Charlotte, but he is boarding in Charlotte. His next destination is Des Moines, Iowa.
I'm taking you to the mines.
Depressing flight that is. I'm going from Charlotte, North Carolina to Des Moines.
I like how, if you ever seen the movie Orgasmo, they made these comic strips for the character Orgasmo, and like whenever he would have a villain and he grabs him by the ankle and he's flying off, I'm taking you to Des Moines.
Yeah.
Like that's the big, that's it. I'm taking you to Des Moines. That's the big,
Right.
That's your big punishment.
Also, breaking. There's another storm system come through. As of right now, I just got a phone call asking if the camper rocking is okay, and I'm like, it should be if it's still standing there from before.
Well, don't they know if the campers are rocking, don't come a knocking?
Okay, my in-laws are in there. I really don't want to think that.
Okay. If the campers are rocking, don't come a knocking. If the campers are rocking, don't come a knocking. If the campers are rocking, don't bother. Come on in. Stevie Ray Vaughan fans are fucking losing it. But so now granted, I need the rain because otherwise I'm firing up pivots tomorrow. So I needed this rain that already came through a little bit.
I would
more, I'll take it.
Last week's fiasco or the week before, where we had like a total of up to 6 inches in some places. Awesome. I loved it because you farmers are crabby when there's no rain.
Well,
crabby.
Well, it's this kind of funny
I work
thing.
on pivots, so that's where I get it from.
Like, well, we're kind of picky like that because like life needs water. So yeah, we're kind of fucked up like that. Yeah, like I get it. It's kind of fucked up, but yeah, we like for life to keep on living, they all kind of need water here.
No, I get phone calls sometimes at like 2 a.m.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Like my pivot's not running. I'm like, yeah, I'll get that tomorrow. That's
I'll get to it in the morning.
Problem.
I'll bet you dollars to donuts it's still not working in the morning.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's so but yeah, that's always
I gotta give you hell because yes, you are a farmer.
Yeah,
I work on pivots. So
like I'll never forget one year we had a bunch of rain and they were like, God, this rain's gonna be great for you. Well, not exactly. The corn's not really getting the heat units it needs. And a buddy of mine just rolls his eyes, goes, God, he's a farmer. Nothing's ever good enough. It's like, well,
this is true, and that is a true statement because I hear it all the time.
Yeah, but we will see. This year's been a doozy thus far. We'll see where we go from here, and but we've got a big weekend coming up. But so
this is a good segue into the storm because apparently this is a pretty nasty deal. We're finding out damaging derecho with widespread destructive winds ongoing in the plains. Yeah, thought it was just going to be some rain and wind tonight. Apparently, it's worse than that.
We got a dust storm.
Oh yeah, and I got some footage of that I'm going to play here in a few minutes.
Oh my God,
this is from weather.com. Dangerous round of severe thunderstorms will hammer parts of the northern plains and upper Midwest, including a derecho with widespread damaging winds, hail, and some tornadoes. Currently, severe weather watches stretch from the plains into the northern Great Lakes. A rare, particularly dangerous situation, severe thunderstorm watch was issued for parts of northeast Nebraska, southeast South Dakota, southwest Minnesota, and northwest Iowa late Thursday afternoon due to the threat of widespread damaging thunderstorm winds up to 105 miles per hour, according to NOAA's Storm Prediction Center. Holy shit. Trip, South Dakota recorded a wind gust of 107 miles per hour Thursday afternoon, and a weather station near Lake Cochrane, South Dakota, recorded 102 mile per hour gust. Holy crap. Multiple semis were flipped by strong winds on Interstate 80 near Giltner, Nebraska. In Dante, South Dakota, 2 buildings were left with just one wall standing each, and a semi was also overturned in Duell County, South Dakota, near the site of the 102-mile-per-hour gust. Well, I kind of wonder if those two things are correlated. Couldn't be. Yeah, it's bad. It got really, really nasty today. I know kind of where we were spread out, but amongst the three of us,
Right.
we were kind of seeing it all unfold in different areas at different times. Yank kind of got it after me. I don't know where you specifically were, Phil, when it started hitting me.
I was right by the ethanol plant. My brother was telling me, well, looks like we got some weather coming. We better get a tarp over that seed and try to get it under a roof. And that's right when you send me that video of you just having unholy hell unleashed on all sides of you. And so I'm thinking, hey boys, let's get that shit fucking covered up and let's go. The storms are coming, and it came. Boy, it did ever. And it
so
was
if you were by the ethanol plant, so then it hit me, then it got to Phil, and then it would have hit you, Yank. So yeah, it was kind of just in sequence.
And you know what we got? A bunch of dust in our eyes. That's it. No wind, nothing.
Really?
Yes.
we got some rain down here, which I will take. Apparently some pretty severe thunderstorms up in around Geneva way. So
I think we got maybe very little. Enough. My yard was dry by the time.
So yeah, I was further southwest at the time, and my wife calls me as I was finishing up a delivery and says, "Hey, my mom called me in Hastings and said they're in a tornado warning," and she's like, "It's kind of over by Clay Center." I'm like, "Well, great. I'm just a few miles from Clay Center, so I might be in some trouble here." So I'm finishing up. I get off the phone with her, and I'm taking video because I'm like, "Well, let's see what I can see because it's probably about to hit me." And this was, let me see here. I think this is the first video. Let's pop.
I'm gonna look out my door real quick.
It's getting close to you, Phil. I know where you're at.
Yeah, and we're not out of the woods yet, folks. Like, it's gonna keep coming.
No,
This
will be our third time tonight.
Yeah, here's the first video I took. Gets really freaking dark over there. Oh, what's that?
Look at all that fucking dust. Just
and
to imagine in our area between Phil, you, and I, we have had an average of like 6 inches in the last 2.5 weeks.
Yeah,
enough to keep the dust down.
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
hell
enough to
no.
actually
That
finally
brought it
settle
right
things.
Fuck back up.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. I could. The first time I looked over, I didn't see the dust. So when I went and started taking that video I just played, I'm like, whoa, holy shit. So I'm like, I better take another one because this is clearly going to be getting worse. And I couldn't believe
dust bowl.
It started getting worse immediately. Like, it was coming at me fast. Here's a second video.
It came in so quick. And if you, anybody around the area, you know this. In the last, literally, since December, we've had 3 of these now.
Yeah. Yeah, this has been brutal. There's been so much bad wind in the last several months.
Our average wind right now is about 48 miles an hour.
Oof.
Average.
Oof.
It's horrid.
And yeah, further south, it's not even close. Like, this just kept coming. Like, this is going to be on top of me here.
This is dust upon dust upon dust of what you can do.
Yeah.
You have nothing there. And that's
there's
what
nothing I can do.
With.
Yeah, at this point, I'm just going to have to eat it because, I mean, where can I go? I'm like, maybe
7
I can get...
inches of rain will never amount to anything when it's average 50-mile-an-hour winds every day.
Yeah, I thought maybe I could get down the road a mile before it got on top of me, and boy, was I fucking wrong because I didn't make it out of this guy's driveway, and it was on top of me. This is me at the end of the driveway looking back at the house. You can't even see the house now. It's not that far. You can't even see the house. Everything is just gone. I'm like, I can't drive in this right now. And the wind, you can see the trees getting pushed by the wind. I'm if I start driving north right now, there's a good chance I'm going to get pushed over.
And I went through this, I think our last big windstorm we had, it was like random. And the wind was one way, blowing to the north for all day at 50 miles an hour. As soon as that bitch turned and flipped around and went south from York to Utica. I had to stop. I could claim hail damage from the corn stalks that were hitting my truck.
Yeah, I didn't know what was going to hit me at one point because I couldn't see a damn thing.
Oh, yeah. We were outside tonight. I'm like, oh my God, my eyes hurt now.
Yeah.
And it was just like 2 minutes. It was horrible.
Zero visibility. Like my wife was stopped on the pavement and on a road next to somebody. They had to turn their lights on, their brights, their hazards, everything, just because, and people were still trying to drive around them. Like you can't see.
Yeah.
You can't see, and they're still trying to drive through this. This is the dust pass now, and I'm just getting pelted by rain and wind, and then the lightning starts. I thought something was going to fly while I was recording. I thought like that mailbox would go. Yeah, it was.
Oh yeah. Okay,
brutal.
You're like right underneath power lines. Good job, Tony.
Yeah. Didn't really matter where I went. I was fucked either way.
12,000 volts ain't shit for me.
Yeah.
No, I find it great. We've been through this, so we had a freak storm in December, which was literally a line of storms. That was it. Barely any rain. It was 80 to 100 mile an hour winds. Knocked a bunch of pivots out. Just last week, we dealt with it. Geneva got hit the hardest through our area.
Yeah.
So we had to do all that and then turn around. Now we have this one again. I'm like, yeah, good luck. I love farmers, and this is where I'm getting to the point of the whole angry thing. We're on a standstill for literally manufacturing anything. We'll get you a straight system. That's it. Everything else next year.
Yep, that's not just with pivots. That's with everything. Everything is nobody. Like as much as I hate to say, and the reason I had to take that phone call is I just found out my daughter up in apparently York has lost power. They just lost power and they're just in the dark with their candles on and they're waiting for that to get back on. And that hit when the last big dust storm rolled through. So apparently York's getting whacked right now. So yeah, this has been quite this. But like now, Justin, to what you were saying, my brother and I were having this discussion just the other day, and America. I thought it was originally going to be America, but no, it's everywhere. America's gonna. Hey, there's Zombie Batman 420. America's gonna start looking a lot like Cuba here in the next few years, and by that I mean if you go to Cuba, everything is like a 1958 Chevy, a 1958 this, a 1958 that, because that's when the embargo hit and everything's from 1958 and they just eternally, all the tractors are from 1958 and so pretty soon America's going to look like that. In 2028, everyone's still going to be buying, selling, and trading 2021 and 2022 cars. Chips for new cars are going to be impossible to get. And manufacturing materials, new steel in order to make things for new pivots, copper to make the wires, the circuitry and the chips in order to make all of it work is not going to be getting sent to America. We have gotten our last tanks, our last cars, and our last major electronics from the rest of the world. They're done sending us all their good shit. And so now we're about to be hit with a massive fucking wake-up call of we're now going to, the entire economy is going to shift from ordering new to repairing what you have. And that's going to be the new American economy for the next 20 years. I know that's a little jarring, but so yeah, if you're good at repairing things, job security. If your job is a salesman, learn how to repair things because that's what's going to be happening soon. I think America's going to have kind of like almost a Cuban, it's like, we're not going to be Cuba, but that's sort of a way to demonstrate where I think we could be heading. And Justin, what you're talking about with pivots is just another symptom of the disease. And this is a large
so right here. There's you, Phil.
Okay. And where's Geneva? That's Geneva.
Right there. There's Utica.
Wow.
There's York. York is getting hammered right now.
Yeah,
Yep.
this is what I was afraid of, and that's why I was kind of alluding to this at the top of the show, because there is a very strong chance that almost simultaneously, given the
Yeah.
direction of this, that all three of us could lose our stream at any given moment, folks. So this is going to be kind of a crapshoot on whether or not we make it through this whole show.
The way
Yes.
Utica is, we never get hit by a storm. Or yes, the storm goes over us. It never does nothing here. We're good. So the
Knock on
stream,
some wood now.
that's a closet.
But yeah, so I mean, you raise a great point. Because boy, that is a hell of a storm, and it's also kind of moving in a slightly northeastern direction.
pattern,
So
which is not
that-
usually very good.
that thick part looks like it's gonna stay on us for a little while. Now, granted, I don't have any crops that are up like significant like that. There's maybe a few that are poking a little, but like to me, I'm like, if the Mother Nature's gonna drop the hard, heavy stuff, let her do it now.
Yes,
Because I've noticed
rather than
the
3 foot
skies
in
here
the
in Nebraska just seem to have one hard, heavy one in it
Mhm.
every year. Like you're going to get one hard, heavy, destructive storm every year in Nebraska. And I just want it to be done early rather than later. And that's how I kind of prefer it, because that way it doesn't knock as many of my crops over. Funny that. So
Exactly.
that, and I also want it to rain good and heavy so I don't have to irrigate this weekend. I'll be honest, I'm a little selfish.
Dude, I don't blame you.
And
I see
it's-
all that. So
And it's raining over my house a little heavier now.
there it is.
So yes. So
I'm still watching it. So
Tony, while
I will
I
be your weatherman for the night.
while I still have weather feed, while I still have internet feed, is it all right if I get into the big leak? Tony?
What? You cut
Tony
out
G?
on me.
Oh, that's not good. I was
Yeah.
gonna say,
No.
while I still have internet feed, is it all right if I get into the big leak?
Yeah, that would be fine. Let's get
All
into
right.
this.
While I still got internet. Just let me know when I start cutting out, folks, because the rain's starting to pick up. But we've had a new leak at the Court of Supreme, not the Supreme KOE Supreme Court, but a new leak within our Supreme Court. This new court faucet has been pretty fucking leaky. Okay, we need to really get that under control. But the new leak for this Roe v. Wade case is going like it's a doozy as far as I'm concerned. What it is John Roberts apparently tried as hard as he could. And this is apparently a leak from the conservative end of the court. The original one, the rumor is that it was Sonia Sotomayor's aide. I'm going to stick with that for now. That dropped the original leak. The new rumor is that one of the conservative clerks dropped this one, where John Roberts tried as hard as he could to make a compromise deal to keep Roe. See, I mean, we already lost Yank. I mean, that's how bad the storm is. Gosh, folks, that's why I'm getting this out quick. But John Roberts wanted to make a compromise deal in a way where they could uphold this Texas law, but at the same time preserve Roe v. Wade. And he was trying to, and you know, whenever it comes, did you guys choke the chicken out? No, not yet. That's this weekend. We're gonna choke him out with
Yes.
liquor. That's what the leak was saying. Chief Justice John Roberts could persuade another Supreme Court conservative to back down from overturning Roe v. Wade, legal experts say. That is what was hoped, but now this new leak, I think, was to try and stave that off, because now the conservative justices can't be seen as, well, you were the one who fucking stabbed us in the back, and you were gonna, but then in the last minute you changed on us. So, you know, now I don't think strategic leaks work in the legislative or in the judicial branch, because judges will just say, fuck you, I'm gonna do whatever I want. But I think in the end, this is another interesting leak where Roberts, again, boy howdy, are conservatives fucking disappointed in John Roberts. Like, he's just a fucking wobbly liberal in almost all the important cases. So this is just another instance where, what do you know, John Roberts is fucking being a wobbly liberal on the fucking cases that matter again. Which is funny because now, Tony, I'm a big Second Amendment guy. You know that.
Indeed.
The day before this Roe v. Wade decision, there's going to be like one of the biggest landmark Second Amendment cases since Heller, which basically decides how far your Second Amendment rights extend outside your home, and no one's talking about it. It's supposed to be like one of the biggest decisions ever, and nobody's even talking about that one. So I'm going to be like popping the champagne bottles the day before if that case goes the way I want it to, because that means all citizens have the right to carry in all 50 states. It doesn't just like it. So now, granted, you might have to get some sort of permit or something, but New York can't just say unilaterally, you, Mr. Nebraskan, can't carry.
Yeah,
here.
it's another one of those things that the timing, it's so strategic. Like it has to be. Like right now we're seeing the fallout from a Democratic win in the presidency and the takeover of the government by the Democrats. Now we're seeing the Roe v. Wade potentially being overturned on top of just open carry for everybody across the fucking nation. Like if they're trying to divide us, if
Clarence
they're trying
Thomas
to
might
pit us
say
against
concealed
each
carry.
other, sure. But if they're trying to pit us against each other, like they're doing just a bang up fucking job, because outlawing abortion in certain states and giving states the option to open carry, it's just amazing that we're all still alive at this point, because it's getting ugly out there, folks. Social media has gotten to be such a tumultuous, awful, ugly, threatening, dirty place. Just this week, I had death wished upon me multiple times for the simplest of comments. It is absolutely horrible online this week, and it's just going to get worse.
Oh, I've noticed like you seem to know just how to pick people's goat on Facebook, and like you get some fucking visceral angry reactions. So I mean, like you definitely get people's ire on that particular.
All I did this week was say on a meme, the meme depicted a child shooting somebody, and the person who was shot said, women can't be men, or something along those lines. And the dad goes, oh, yuck, Billy, shoot it again. And all I said in the comments were, liberals, let's kill those that don't agree with us politically. Also liberals, January 6th was, and I made fun of it. You know, very simple thing. Very, very nonchalant, very indirect, very harmless comment. It was funny. It was poking fun at a shitty meme. Like 80 to 150 comments later, and yeah, I had multiple death threats, wishing death upon me, the claims of me being the worst possible thing you can imagine, right-wing extremist, white supremacist, transphobe, everything under the sun, off of almost nothing. They had nothing to base those assumptions off of other than their own predetermined hate. And that's really what it is. Predetermined hate. That if you do not agree with me politically, yeah, I would love it if my kid shot you. And they basically, and that's always the argument that I love from the left. Well, nobody actually like wants to harm you. Nobody, only the crazy people
until they
think that, until they prove it tenfold in real time, and one right after another. And it's just like, you actually believe that there aren't these people out there that are crazy enough to actually wish death upon people, and some of them will actually see it through. That's the horrifying part. There are scary fucking people in this world. And then they also, on that same thread, had the nerve to call me the extremist. They also had the nerve to call the conservatives and the Republicans the mass shooting organizers, all while telling me, and I kid you not, when push comes to shove and we have had enough, basically soldier talk, I'm going to shoot you. Yet they were still talking about mass shootings being Republicans' faults. So the hypocrisy runneth over this week for me on social media.
Yeah. I mean, when you get that kind of visceral reaction from people, you really got to wonder what's going on in their lives. Like it's like I've noticed, like I think the word cry bully really does work very well, because these are people that really want to bully people, but they'll have tears in their eyes while they do it. And you're going to see a lot of it with this particular issue, this Roe v. Wade thing. And like, to me, I think when it gets to nut cutting time, I think, like, don't get me wrong, I would not be a bit surprised if it doesn't go down. And at the last minute, Kavanaugh or Amy Coney Barrett flip. I wouldn't be a bit surprised. But if this does go down, we're going to see everything change from here. Because think of the last 50 years of jurisprudence has been built on Roe v. Wade. And so now we're just fucking turning that all topsy-turvy. A lot of lawyers are going to make a lot of money. So if you're a lawyer, this is job security for you. But yeah, like you said, Tony, when you got guns, you got this abortion thing, all coming before the midterms. But I don't think any of it's going to mean two shits of a flying fuck if we have food prices, energy prices, and housing prices climbing. And we've got, and the Democrats seem to only care about having more public therapy sessions about January 6th. They don't even seem to give a shit about, gas is fucking expensive. $190 won't even get you a full cart of fucking groceries today. Okay? This is fucking a bad economy. And here, and the Democrats are still having public therapy sessions about what 500 people did 2 fucking years ago. They are gonna, I think, this Roe v. Wade thing might help a little, but I still think the Democrats get shellacked in the midterms the more I think about it. Now, we will see. We will see when this actually goes down.
There's so much time in between now and the midterms that what's the next thing going to be? Because every few weeks, there's another next big thing. So I'm terrified to see what the next big thing is.
I'll tell you. And what's funny is this was from Tiberius D, and I had to give him some shit on the back end of this prediction, and some pretty smart people are agreeing with him, but he says what's going to be happening within the next 12 months is, and unfortunately, as it stands right now, this is pretty well just baked into the cake. You can't do anything about it. It's just coming. There's going to be a global famine, food shortage that's going to touch no less than 500 million people on the low end estimate, and about 1 billion people on the mid-level estimates, and almost as much as 2 billion people without food and water at the high-end estimate if this global famine, basically breakdown of our infrastructure, happens a lot worse. Because let's take a look at a country like Honduras. Honduras, for example. We might be getting an influx of immigrants from Honduras, of people trying to get here legally across the border. Why? Because Honduras imports 50% of its calories. So if our infrastructure breaks down or we can't get food to them, 50% of the people there don't eat. Okay? So that's what's coming next. Wow. Global famine, the likes of which we have never seen on a biblical scale. And that's what's coming within the next 12 months. As much as I hate to say, guaranteed. At least 500 million people, 500 million people are looking at a worldwide sustained global famine. And that is just, and then what was funny, 5 minutes later, Tiberius is, Phil, I don't agree with you. I think we're heading to a recession. And I went, wait a minute. Weren't you the guy predicting global famine of fucking biblical proportions just a few minutes ago? Hang on. Some of this doesn't. What's funny is the people who are saying this isn't a recession. They're trying to use the most technical of language. Well, technically, a recession is when there's no GDP growth. They go with the okay. Tell that to people go to the grocery store. Tell that to people go to the gas pump. Tell that to people paying increased rent rates. Okay, so this is I'd say it's kind of like my network. This is kind of like a network speech. Of course, things are bad. Things are worse than bad. But that's where. Oh, hey, and now it's me and the Yank. So Yank, let me ask you, the recession that's coming to us. Have you seen an increase in the price of beer and other essentials?
Diesel.
Diesel? Oh God, yes.
Yes. It's so bad that I'm actually able to spend thousands of dollars to fix the other car, just so I can save on money on fuel.
Yeah, we were told for a second the stream was lagging bad. Well, that's because I think Tony just dropped out due to storm issues. It is what it is.
It is. So.
Well, yeah, it was, but it's getting better. Hang on, let me check here. Today, okay, this is fucking. Oh, I'm 3 minutes behind. That would explain why. Well, yeah, it was. It's better. Yes, all right, we're better now. We're better now. I mean, no one wants to see. I know.
Seriously, Steven? Come on. Yeah.
Aw.
I call bullshit.
You know what? I got a 2-for-1 sale going on tonight, Steven. Chow! Everybody wants to see Tony fucking G.
Nice.
I'm sorry.
Nobody wants
Hold on.
to.
I got this. Hold on. I got this. Goodbye.
Nobody wants to be Peter Crish. Not even Peter Crish. So.
I love the response from the background. That was awesome.
Nobody wants to see it. Like, kids giving you sass. Now Tony's
Yes,
like, "Don't you sass me, boy!" Like that's exactly
Cowboy
what he
hat,
did when
redneck.
he muted.
Redneck
Don't you
fucking
sass
America
me, boy?
here. There we go.
You know, I was going to chug a beer for you guys at the top of the hour just because we didn't have stars, but now I don't even know if I want to.
No, I don't even want to do it.
Hey, you chug the beer. I will break out a little bit of Dalmar.
My, Jesus Christ. My top cutter is like super dull. It's the last can, I think, so.
Who's got music going in the background?
I do apologize. I will fix that.
Where's it? Yeah,
It's my
it's
tea.
beautiful.
Really, like right behind me right now.
Yeah, it's beautiful, but it's also probably copyrighted. So,
Actually, no, it's not.
All right.
I don't want to take my chances. Chickens be like, "God damn it, it's not on Facebook. God damn it!" Like,
It wouldn't be the first time, honestly. It wouldn't be. I've done it before.
Nice.
True.
But yeah, I'm a little. For those who don't
because of
know,
my
I'm
dad.
a little trepid when it comes to copyrighted material.
It's called
Well, Tony and I lived through the WWF to WWE era, and we saw just how important copyright can be.
No, can you hear it now?
Yeah.
Like TV's like there's no wall right here. So
All right. I
will fix it.
I'm gonna chug this damn beer, folks. Let me come in. And it's really cold, so I want everybody to appreciate this full-heartedly, okay? Like, this is me giving you a gift without anybody paying for it. Like, I'm giving everybody something, a part of me, really. And I just want everybody to appreciate that. So while I chug this beer for free for all of you watching, I just want to remind you again, folks, this is what it's all about, all right? Next Friday, May 20th, the 3rd annual Andre the Giant Beer Challenge and fundraiser. All proceeds will be going to the Wounded Warrior Project, funding those veterans wounded in combat. This is a great cause, and this is going to be a great night. Lots and lots and lots of beer. We're going to try to drink over 200 beers amongst the cast, amongst you, the audience. You comment that you've had a beer, you send us a picture of your beer, or you can even send us a video to be played on the stream of you chugging a beer. This is going to be interactive. It's going to be fun, and I need everybody and their mama to join in on this one. And if you haven't already, go to this Facebook event page. Get notified when this is going down. Next Friday, May 20th, 7 p.m. Say that you're going and then be there. You know why? Because this is going to be what you have in store for you. What I've got here is a nice ice-cold Busch Light that I have really bent the ever-living shit out of because my crappy top cutter is too dull to cut tops off now. So I'm going to be doing this
old-fashioned,
a little slower than normal.
Yeah.
So I hope everybody appreciates
Slow
this.
and low, baby.
Probably going to get the belches after this, but cheers.
Ziggy's
folks.
You gonna do the Sprite challenge?
No.
Oh.
Tony of all people on TikTok, Tony Rod 2.0, is not going to do the Sprite challenge. Come on.
Woo! So the Sprite challenge, huh? All right, I'll do it.
What's the Sprite challenge?
You chug
It's
a
literally
Sprite.
chug a Sprite, a 20-ounce Sprite, and then the belch. The way the belch comes out.
I think you're supposed to try not to belch, but fuck that.
Yes,
Now-
but there's a lot of people that puke too.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Now, have you
Fuck
guys seen,
that.
like, I forget his full name, but he's just like this Mountain Dew freak where he just like chugs Mountain Dew, and he made this giant like glass this big, and he poured a bottle of every kind of Mountain Dew that there is into this bottle, and he fucking chugs the whole thing. A big old fat dude. He's like, I just love me some Mountain Dew. Well, wait, Tony, don't you have a certain advertisement coming soon?
An advertisement, huh?
We've been working on it for a year.
I know.
Oh, you want the commercial?
No.
Yes.
You know what, Phil? I do. Let me
You
get
have a
that pulled up while
commercial?
you
That's
stall.
fucking awesome.
While he gets that pulled up, folks, yes, this next Friday, Andre the Giant Memorial Beer Battle Royal. You need to be there, and just let us know in the comments if you've had a beer. That'll count towards our total for Andre. This is a collaborative effort. Audience and cast come together as one, and our powers combine to make it to that amazing number for Andre, folks, and for a good cause. All proceeds will be donated to the Wounded Warrior Project, folks. So really,
A
how
good
can you
organization.
complain? How can you say that this is anything other than the noblest of causes? Oh, this is not what I was talking about. Okay. Roll it.
This is not.
No, I was talking about your advertisement, T. But play it.
We're playing it.
No audio.
No audio? God damn it,
You
Phil.
suck. You suck. Jesus. But no, I was talking about a certain cardboard advertisement.
Oh, Phil, it's coming.
Yes,
It's
I know.
coming soon.
Like I said, we've been waiting.
You're right.
I've been waiting for such a year. This Nancy Pelosi's over here going, "Where's the Tony cutout? Come on!"
So yeah, it's time to tell.
I like
the
how everybody
audience.
was Nancy Pelosi coked up, and then we saw Amber Heard in actual court
with a jar of dirt.
No, we all saw her snorting, allegedly, winky face,
Get out,
snorting
Bob.
coke on the fucking witness stand. I'm like, this chick is a
Hold on.
fucking
Picture.
insane.
Picture. How you doing? The same one.
Nay on the audio, T.
Well,
You suck.
this is the commercial that'll have audio whenever the fuck that
And
decides
if
to
I
work.
get drunk and I raise a
This is
glass
highlights
for
from last
Andre,
year's
baby,
Andre.
and help some people wounded at war. He
Yeah.
said, and if you're drinking,
Oh my
then you know
God.
that
This
you're
is
my
just a
friend.
small
And I
sample of what's
said,
to come
I
next
think I'll
Friday,
have
folks.
myself a
7
beer.
p.m. May 20th. You gotta be here for it.
Oh man, that's perfect.
That was.
Hey there, little guy. How we
Give
doing?
everybody a wave.
Hey.
See yourself on
Hi.
YouTube.
Now we all need to take a drink because one of Tony's kids interrupted.
Yep.
Oh,
Cheers.
motherfucker. Oh, good.
Hey, that's-
I started with that.
Them's
All
been
right.
the rules in memoriam. That's almost like Bill of Rights Constitution at this point.
So what Phil was alluding to, yes, it is official that mythical cardboard cutout has been ordered, and it is on the way.
Where's the fucking proof? I've been waiting
you're
for a
just gonna
year.
you know what? You want the proof? You know what, Justin? You want the proof? You know what you're gonna have to do to get the proof? You're gonna have to be here next Friday, May 20th at 7 p.m. for the 3rd annual Andre the Giant Drinking Battle Memorial Royale, because I will be unveiling said cardboard cutout live on the
I'll
stream.
be there.
All right, that's what I like to hear. It's coming, folks, and it's going to
Fucker.
be glorious. And we'll discuss what we'll do with it then. And pardon me,
Or
just a
what
moment.
Tony's gonna do with. Tony's gonna do something with his own cardboard. That'd be a wonderful fanatic thing. OnlyFans.
Aw, adorbs. So, yes, folks, we are going.
What about my
to-
OnlyFans?
You're gonna do whatever you're gonna do with your cutout when you get it.
Look, I'm not going to tell you that I'm going to do things with cardboard cutout. Like, you just
We
gotta
already know
find
that.
out.
You don't
All
have to
right,
say it.
Shut up.
We already know this. You don't even have to say it. We know you're going to do things with the cardboard cutout.
I mean, look.
Oh,
how will I be able
We just
exactly.
placed this cardboard. It's got 3 holes. We have no
How
idea
can
what's
I
happening.
resist? How can I resist?
Oh,
It's going to be
me.
beautiful.
Oh, me. Yeah, that's going to be Tony with his
This thing's
cardboard
going to
It's
be
cutout.
bitten
bigger
into
than
a
life-size,
perfect hug.
folks, and we're going to find the perfect outlet for this bad boy. We're going to find the perfect home for this beautiful thing. It's going to be like artwork. I cannot wait. And yes, it will be here next week before the Andre, and it's going to be amazing. I can't wait to show
I
it.
can't wait to see it.
Yes, it's going to be amazing. So
year,
be on the lookout. Again, if you needed a reason already, if you didn't have a good one already, another great reason to be here. Like, share, subscribe to the YouTube channel, Big Buck and Empire. Like, share, subscribe to the Dog and Chicken Show on YouTube. And like, share, subscribe, most importantly, for next week, to Big Buck and Empire on Facebook, where stars will be vital. And you know what? So too will your participation. We need you to send in comments that you drank beer. Send us a picture of the beer that you're drinking while you're drinking it. Even better, send us a damn video of you drinking or chugging the beer, because that is going to be even more fun for the rest of us. And if you chug a beer, then maybe the next person will want to chug a beer, which will lead to 3 more people wanting to chug a beer, which is going to lead to a total of well over 200 cumulatively between you, the audience, and us together, folks. We need to be there for one another. And doing so, raising money and awareness for the wounded veterans from combat. It's nothing but awesomeness all the way around, folks. We need all the help we can get.
Always
yes,
great.
It's going to be a great time. And also, folks, if you happen to be some member of the KOE Nation or the Big Bucket Empire, and you're drinking a specialty beer or an oddity beer, something kind of interesting, just pull out your phone, record yourself drinking it, and then rate it on a 5-star scale as a beer. And then if it's an ale or a lager, what have you, then send that in to us. Yes, folks, you too might be able to find yourself as the star of your very own KOE Nation video if you do. It's a very special thing that I extend to all denizens of the KOE Nation and the Big Buck and Empire. And it's an exclusive thing that happens once a year. It's like Andre the Giant meets Santa Claus. It comes but once a year. And I guess we got to take another drink. And yes, Stryker is really stealing the show from me too.
Understandable. What are you doing back there? Oh, shit. All right.
He's just
so, yes.
enjoying, just, hey, what's Dad doing? I'm not supposed to be here, am I?
Yeah.
I get to be here.
He's testing me here.
Yep,
right.
yep.
Look,
we'll
folks,
know if Tony's camera goes off.
We've beaten this to death, but I'm going to say it one more time.
Yes.
Next week, Friday, May 20th, 7 p.m. on Facebook, on Big Buck and Empire, on YouTube, Big Buck and Empire, Dog and Chicken Show, Andre the Giant, the 3rd annual beer drinking fundraiser event. Please,
I will be there.
Please.
I will be here
and
and live.
If you can't partake in the comments section and you're out and about and you're enjoying some festivities or having a beverage, message one of us and we will still make sure that you are participating towards the total and in spirit, whether or not you can watch. And regardless of you being able to partake and watch, the big thing is going to be the fundraising. All the proceeds will be going to the Wounded Warrior Project. So even if you want to donate that day and you can't watch the stream, that's fine too. Whatever you got to do to be a part of this, we want everybody to be involved. And please, once you go to the event page and hit going or hit that you're interested, share it, please. That would be great. If you can do nothing else, share the event with everybody on your Facebook feed so we can get as many people involved as possible.
I mean, let's be totally frank here. If you don't share this event with a friend of yours, can you really say that you're a friend? Okay. I mean, can you really say now, Tony here, I'm going to do you a good solid here. Yep. There we go. Now just, no, I'm kidding.
Hey,
I'm kidding.
we can see it. Nobody else can. It never happened. Shh, Phil.
I was like, like, oh God.
Oh my God. Holy.
Oh,
boy, yeah.
Oh, dang it. It was perfect
timing.
Oh, you're muted. No, Tony's like, nope, I got to get out of here. Nope,
Yep.
it's time.
Walk away for a second here.
Tony took himself out the street.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, man. Oh, well.
Nope.
But
yes, I will be here for the Andre the Giant, obviously. I was there last year. I was the year before. 3 years. Come on now. Gotta have some fun.
Oh yeah, I've noticed that this is one of Chicken's favorite nights, because it's beer night. He loves beer, because normally it's whiskey and that kind of stuff,
Right.
But beer night, he just fucking loves his beer. So he's gonna have all kind. I can only imagine what crazy ass beers Chickens have lined up, because he gets some interesting ones. Me, I have 2 Trappist ales that I've been hanging on to. I've got a IPA called Dragon Juice that a listener
Right.
requested me to try because they know I hate IPA. And then I guess I'm gonna have to buy some beers because we might have some beer chugs to do.
Actually, when it comes to like when you want to review a beer of what's going on, taste one. Literally, you and I, Phil, we're close. You go to Grand Central. They have a great selection of random handcrafted beers. And that's the best ones.
I got to agree with you there. Now, actually, if you haven't been to the Lincoln, excuse me, been a draining day. I don't know how to put it. But if you ever go to the Wine, Beer, and Spirits in Lincoln, their beer selection is one of the better I've seen in the state.
Yeah, funny you bring that up, Phil. I was actually going to visit with you because, you know, this weekend we're going to be a mere like 30 minutes away from Wine, Beer, Spirits, and next week's going to be a little tough heading into Friday. I don't know if I'll have a chance to make it up there. We may just have to meander over there quick and take a gander.
Motherfucker might be thinking here. I mean,
and you know what? Maybe we just
guess what? I get paid tomorrow.
Maybe we record some content in the store while we pick out beers.
Well, if they got like some Stag up for sampling at the bar, yeah. And Tony G is gone.
No.
What's happening?
Damn it.
There we go.
Bear with me. Anytime my kids.
And you're muted. You muted yourself, T.
He's literally saying, anytime my kids are muted, they're a bunch of buttholes. We love them.
Okay, so anytime my kids play with the ring light, my USB cord for my camera is so old that, just a simple nudge will completely knock my camera out. So I have to, there we go. All right.
And also your mic just swapped.
God damn it.
So, yeah. So.
You know what? I have a fucking damn near $2,000 machine, and I'm happy with it.
Nice. I got a fairly new computer and all the fixings last year.
We all know you almost blew the cork on it.
Yep. And I almost spilled some champagne on it too. Hey,
that was a fucking great night.
Oh, I remember. I like how Brendan was like, "Wow, Phil, fast reflexes," and I was immediately like, "Oh, well, that was just what I was taught. Get your fucking head out of the way. Like, if you hear something that sounds loud, just get your head out of the way of wherever it is, because something's probably heading for that." So, like that.
Right.
The more we talk about this, Phil, I think this is going to have to happen. Maybe on Saturday, we're going to have to just be over to Wine, Beer, Spirits. Look, folks, we have shilled the ever living shit out of this store on not only this show, but the KOE Nation as well. Look, Wine, Beer, Spirits has gotten a lot of business from us,
baby,
ever since it opened. And I think a time it's not exactly a honey hole. It's not a secret. This is a pretty big place, and pretty much everybody invested in alcohol knows where it's at. Maybe it's time we finally went there and recorded a little bit of content and gave people a tour.
It's not a place.
Isn't that the same place to where you went to as a kid?
Exactly.
Yes, it used to be Toys R Us, but it's not a place where you go to get the allocated bottles, to be frank, because they got their own system for what happened. And I think it's basically like their buddy Steve, is what it is. I'm not gonna, but
allocated, schmallocated. Look, the selection
picks.
The selection there is you can't tell me there's another store in Lincoln with the large selection that Wine, Beer, Spirits has. Plus, there's
Tony,
picks. Oh,
we have not been to wall wine yet. That just opened in Lincoln.
Seen Bill's Liquor,
and it's right there. It's right next door.
I think we might have to check that out. Might do a twofer.
It's right there.
I mean, we'd almost be doing the KOE Nation a disservice not checking it out.
You got a point there, Phil.
I mean, you see, folks, that's the power of persuasion.
We've got a ton of stuff coming up this weekend and into next week. And if you haven't seen it already, there's this big screen right here to my left, my right for you. Like, if you haven't gone over to this Facebook event page, what the fuck are you waiting for, people? I've been belly aching about this for an hour and 20 minutes almost. Come on. The Andre the Giant 3rd Annual Beer Challenge and Fundraiser. All the proceeds going to the Wounded Warrior Project. We need all the participation, all the people watching, all the people drinking beer or donating, whatever you can do to join us. Please. This is important. This is big. This is massive. It's huge. It's huge.
It's huge. It's the best.
It's bigger than Andre the Giant.
All right.
Just
I will
saying.
pull this up one more time before we end the show tonight. So I'll
Okay.
put it down there. We're gonna get into some other shit now.
Alrighty.
Tony threw me out and said, "Hey, do you have any would you rathers?"
Yeah. Did you find something? Because all I've got left before we get into that, I just had two conflicting articles. This is fucking hilarious
Left and right?
to me.
So
actually, yeah, it is kind of left and right. We'll go quick on this because we've talked about this stupid thing. We've beat it to death at this point. It's the Johnny Depp thing. Look, there's no real
I
updates
fucking
at this
love
point.
it. It's great.
Hey,
no real-
we have not beaten it nearly as
There
much as
is
Amber
no
beat Johnny.
point.
Hey!
Yay!
gotta
There's
mark
no
that down.
point. There's no point
Allegedly.
in anything that's going on with this trial but a fucking meme.
Yes.
TikTok.
My dog stepped
TikTok
on a
is
bumblebee.
blowing
Like
this
I
up.
haven't even bothered to finish it, but it's just all my dog stepped on a bumblebee and then I just flicked to the next one. My dog stepped on a bumblebee, flicked to the next one. My dog stepped on a bumblebee, flicked to the next one. I'm like, yeah, I just
My dog stepped on a beet. It hurts when I pee. It's gonna rain soon because it hurts in my knee. Come on, this shit's great. She is the worst actor of all time. Actress, sorry. Didn't want to assume a gender there.
Hold on. I'm smiling.
Yeah, hello.
Oh, cry.
Yeah, cry. And her
snort
fucking
coke on the
lawyer-
stand.
Snort coke on the stands, allegedly. Here's
Picture taking.
So here's a couple of different takes on this. Like I looked for updates before we went live. I'm like, we got to give a quick update before we do anything else, right? Well, here's from this is Fox 5. This one kind of threw me for a loop when I haven't read it through, but
I think if you're with Fox 5, you need to just change your name to Fox Force 5 here at Fox Force 5 with the news. Like if you don't, it's malpractice to your fans.
So at Fox5DC.com, Johnny Depp trial. Depp may lose case even if Amber Heard flops on the stand, legal experts say. Falls Church, Virginia. Actress Amber Heard's performance, quote unquote, on the stand last week, that's what Johnny Depp's legal team has called it, has been widely panned. But that may not be enough to give her ex-husband Depp a victory in his defamation case against her, experts told Fox News Digital. Which this is getting great. Trial consultant and body language expert Susan Constantine analyzed Heard's turn in the witness box and gave her a thumbs down for believability. She's not truthful, and most of what she's saying is a lie, Constantine said in her estimation. This is such bad acting. I don't know how she's going to get a movie role after this.
Oh,
Depp,
I know, and they
Heard,
dropped
36 for $50 million.
Disney dropped Johnny Depp. That was a fucking mistake.
Oh yeah, but many critics have called her out her tearless sobbing and melodramatic tone as inauthentic. Her facial expressions and body movements are incongruent and so exaggerated as to be off the scales, Constantine said. She added that the Aquaman star recounts too many extraneous details that trauma victims typically wouldn't remember, especially 6 or more years after the fact. That being that a liar likes to add unnecessary details to make you think it's more believable, but really it's just completely unnecessary and sucks you completely out of the lie, and you can see right through the lie at this point, which is exactly what she's doing. Liars give you too much information, she said. There you go. But that doesn't mean everything Heard has said isn't true, she notes. I think that when she described that headbutt, she was being truthful, she said, referring to Heard's allegation that Depp launched his head into her and choked her unconscious during a 2015 argument at their penthouse, allegedly. I do think he was verbally degrading at times, she added. Well, gee, verbally degrading. What a piece of shit. I mean, yeah, sure, she cut off his finger with a fucking wine bottle, but yeah, that verbal degrading, what a piece of work. So yeah, this just goes on and on to say,
if it's in a penthouse, I got lots of money, and I'm getting beat the hell, hey, more power to you, sweetheart.
Yeah, exactly. Has Phil had gin yet? Justin says, no, he has not. And you know, that's true. Oh, you know, if anybody out there wants to...
I know.
You know,
I ain't got to worry about that because a certain rapscallion ne'er-do-well, I mean, we don't even have stars. So I don't have to worry about that unless
there's a
you
way
go
around
to
it,
buymecoffee.com. But I don't think anyone's going to do that. Don't worry.
Buymeacoffee.com. I'm going to put the link in the comments for anybody
I
who might
could
want to use
add
it.
Yanked Up Studios. We got stars, buddy.
There we go. Oh, that's true. That is true.
No,
but this is also the link next week if you're watching on YouTube or Twitch, folks.
That's untrue.
Here it is. It's in the comments right here. Yes. There you go. Buy me a coffee /
So I'm just saying, Chicken has fulfilled a gin shot. We know he's good for it.
Well, I mean, he's got to actually put it in, folks. I mean, come on, the taxes always got to be paid.
Move it out, shove it in, shove it out.
I bet he will.
So she always knows a place. She's got style, she's got grace, she's a winner.
Folks,
she's a lady.
Buy me a coffee link for Big Buckin', which we will be using next week. If you are not using Facebook to watch the show, this is how you will help donate to the Andre the Giant 3rd annual drinking contest for the Wounded Warrior veterans. There it is. Links in the comments. There it is again. So, yeah. But, Chicken, yeah, do what you got to do. Phil's
I ain't got to worry about it. I mean, I've got this gin right here, and I got my glass right here, but I don't have to worry about taking no shots of gin. No gin shall touch these lips of mine because, Chicken, I'm sorry, you ain't got the feathers. You just ain't got it within you to make me take that shot of gin. I know you, Chicken. You are sitting there far too timid, far too tepid. Now, the best way, Chicken, to tell me that you loved last week's episode more than any episode in Big Buckin' Empire history would be to not put any money in and not make me take 3 shots of gin. If I don't take 3 shots of gin tonight, then I know Chicken thought that last week's episode was the single greatest episode in Big Buckin' Empire history. So that's really the surest way.
At this point, really anybody can just shut him the fuck up. That'd be great.
Well, again, I know so many of you would like to wipe this smug ass grin off my face.
What's really stupid? Tony and I have permissions to wipe you right off, but
and I drank I chugged a beer.
Oh well, you gotta put
Tony
the stars
took a beer
in.
Shot. Okay. Yeah. Tony chugged a beer out of curiosity. And
it's not my fault that he's giving away tricks for free.
Phil would do a shot of gin, and I would do a shot of Maker's Mark 101.
Oh, I joined you, and I drank some of my nice scotch.
It's gotta be gin, my buddy.
It's gotta be gin. That's true.
Well, when Chicken's fiver comes on in, it is all good.
All right, so I'll keep this up. I'll keep an eye on it if anybody wants to go crazy again. Okay. Here is the link right there if you absolutely want to get crazy. Yes. And you know what? Look, I'm going to leave, folks. This is open. I just made this one specifically for the Andre thing next week. I'm going to leave it open. Anything that gets donated into this Buy Me a Coffee / Big Buckin' between now and next Friday, hell, till next Saturday, anything that goes in there, that's all going to the Wounded Warrior as well. So anything that goes in there for the next week, that's still going to the Wounded Warrior. You can get in on the donating early if you want to.
And also, so if Chicken doesn't have me do 3 shots of gin during the show, that's him admitting that he loved last week. And if I don't do at least 2, that's him saying, try to get the band back together and let's try to do another episode just like it next week. Like that's
no, we're not doing that next week, Phil. You know what we're doing next week, Friday, May 20th? We're doing the 3rd annual Andre the Giant beer drinking challenge. Yeah.
Really? Okay. Well, then the week after that,
have you heard about
this? Definitely get together.
All right. Anyway, while Chicken makes any life decisions on that, I am going to pull up the alternate version of this story. Jesus Christ. I thought it was hilarious how this was on one side. It's like, it doesn't matter if Johnny Depp wins. He's still going to fucking lose. And on the other side of it, you had the New York Post saying, good God, ad. What happens to Amber Heard if Johnny Depp wins defamation?
And sadly, the New York Post is now the most reliable newspaper in the United States.
Yeah, weird,
So
right?
true. So
Fucking
true.
weird. So the fate of Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, and whether either side will be liable for millions of damages in their dueling defamation cases, lies in the hands of a Virginia jury. 7 jurors overseeing the Fairfax trial will decide whether Heard, 36, defamed Depp, 58, when she wrote a 2018 Washington Post op-ed piece calling herself a public figure representing domestic abuse. Which side of it? I guess she didn't say. The jury must also determine whether she should be on the hook for millions of damages. The jury's going to come in to determine damages for both the claim and the counterclaim, sources close to Heard's legal team told the Post. If the jury finds Amber was liable for Mr. Depp, it would determine damages. If found Mr. Depp was liable for Amber's counterclaims, it would make a determination of damages. Actress who once dated Depp was married to him for 15 months does not risk prison time since she doesn't face any criminal charges, just civil claims. Parrot B, an actor, filed his $50 million defamation suit against Heard, claiming she has harmed his reputation and career, costing him tens of millions when she penned the op-ed.
I find that completely fucking true.
Yeah, it really given his stature amongst all.
If I don't see a Pirate 6, I might lose it.
She filed a defamation counterclaims for $100 million, alleging Depp was carrying out a smear campaign to ruin her life. They've been duking it out before the jury in the county courthouse for 4 weeks, and the trial is currently on a 1-week recess. Thank God, my Lord. So, yeah, ultimately, whatever happens is going to happen. Somebody's going to end up owing a lot of fucking money, but nobody's going to fucking jail. But the damage is done regardless. I think Amber Heard's end up going to be revealed
likely
to be a piece of shit.
no one's going to actually pay any money.
This
is more about Johnny Depp's like, no, you'll see I won that case and it shows that I'm absolutely correct. Because Amber is just going to file for bankruptcy if she loses and not pay the money, because that's what her lawyer would advise her to do. Just file for bankruptcy. Don't pay.
Objection. This is all
hearsay.
Because I think that's as much as I'd say when Jesse Ventura was putting a case up against what American Sniper Kyle, what was his name? I can't remember his last name, but Jesse Ventura. Yeah, Chris Kyle. He brought a suit against the estate of Chris Kyle because Chris Kyle wrote a book about how he had knocked Jesse Ventura out in a bar fight one time. And Jesse basically, I have never even been in the same room with Chris Kyle on that day. This has never happened. This is complete fabrication. And I am suing the estate of Chris Kyle for $1.2 million. And I don't think he ever actually got paid, but it was just, as you could see, it has now been proven in a court of law that I am proven correct and Chris Kyle was wrong. And so, now granted, this was not too terribly long after his death. And so it was very poorly timed, but
Shocker.
It was,
Jesse Ventura being poor timing. Nah,
I know Jesse Ventura, not reading the room.
Did you serve?
Yeah, well, yes, he did actually. But yeah, so that was very unfortunately timed. But that was the whole point, was to prove, according to a court of law, I'm right. That's the whole fucking point, that some people go to these incredible lengths just to have a court say, okay, Johnny, you were right. And well, think about it. How many times have you known somebody that's been in an argument where they're willing to go to almost any ends of the earth to prove the fact that they were right?
There's that.
I mean, have you ever met
does it on the regular?
Oh, I don't need to go to the ends of the earth. I just do it with just a few sentences.
But you will.
Well, no, just my sheer words prove me correct. I don't need the judge to tell me that.
Kind of downplaying it a little bit there still, but okay.
Well, yes, I get it. My rhetorical skills are so incredible that I am kind of downplaying them.
Did you say rhetorical or redundant? Because either would apply.
Well, hey, sometimes you got to repeat yourself to make sure that it actually
sinks in.
It's kind of like, this Sunday we will meet at the cage. This Sunday. Why do you think they keep saying this Sunday? Because it sinks it in, folks. So yes. I mean, now granted,
you just seriously gender neutralize Sunday.
Let me try it, Phil. This Friday, Andre the Giant, third annual drinking
next Friday.
Battle Memorial contest for the Wounded Warrior Project this
Next
Friday.
Friday.
Next Friday. Next Friday. Next Friday.
Next Friday. There we go. Like it was like Tony. No, it's next Friday. Don't tell them this Friday.
That's
No,
tomorrow.
no, that's tomorrow.
What are we gonna do?
That's a lot of beer and whiskey to drink
We're
all in
gonna
one
get
night.
hammered
Well,
two-
we got plenty of beer and
2 nights
whiskey
in a
to
week.
drink
All right.
tomorrow.
Oh, I ain't drinking no beer tomorrow. It's
All right.
whiskey bourbon for me tomorrow. Oh Lord Almighty!
All right, Justin, you got anything for us?
Would you rather?
Yeah, bring it.
Just a couple. Just
Yep,
a couple.
bring it,
We'll,
bring it.
We'll hit 4.
All right, let's do it. I like it.
Oh, okay. Would you rather sleep with your partner's siblings or your best friend's siblings?
Wait, what?
Partners.
Would you rather sleep with your partner's siblings or your best friends?
Now, can this include exes?
Okay, let me
Well-
throw this out here. Everybody's
'Cause I'm
legal
single.
of age.
If it includes
allegedly.
exes, then I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah. Hey, girl, guess what? I just fucked your sister. Ain't that
This is easy for me because my wife only has brothers. So obviously I'm going to go with my partner's siblings.
Yeah. If I had my druthers, I'd. What?
Kidding,
don't want me
kidding.
to-
I'm going to have to choose my friend's siblings because there's a lot more friends I can choose from. I only have one partner, and yeah, it's just brothers. And I'm not against that. If that's your thing, it's just not my thing.
Right.
So
Okay, you ready for the
yeah.
next one?
let's.
No, Phil
Yeah.
didn't answer. I feel like Phil really needs to go in depth on his answer.
Partner.
Okay,
whoever.
Justin,
I've had many, so there's got to be a couple of hot ones in there.
Yeah, partner.
partners. Okay, all right. Bold choices. Bold choices, gentlemen. Wow.
All right. Would you
Nobody
rather?
wanted to do the if I had my
Yeah,
brothers, I'd butt fuck both your brothers. Going Wheeler Walker
my
Jr.
God.
Wheeler Walker Jr. When he comes close, he's coming. I think in like June or July, coming close. And like if I can't make it to that, I might.
He's
cry a
hitting the
little bit.
nail on the fucking bullet.
You're gonna have to choose between Wheeler and Raw T.
Oh,
Oh my
it's
God.
gonna be
That's
tough.
ain't it? But what's the next one, Justin of Yanked Up Podcast?
Would you rather lick someone's eyeball or suck someone's toes?
Ooh.
I've licked people's eyeballs to get things out of them before, so that's not a big deal for me.
I think I'll go with the eyeball because
Fuck?
generally speaking, the eyeball is going to be fairly clean. Like the toe, not so much.
No, like that's actually a thing. If like kids got something like really stuck in their eye and they can't get it out yet, and it comes right off and it sticks to your tongue. So that's one of those weird like fucking internet medical hacks I saw, and I used it once and it worked.
Dude, I'm on the internet all the time. How the fuck? Okay.
Justin,
Eh,
you sucking a toe? Or are you looking at?
I was in a
eyeball?
relationship
I'm
with one of those
sucking a
people that's
toe.
really into medical shit.
You know, Steven, that's actually a good point. I'll lick quite a bit for some stars or a coffee. And
Like, I was
again,
about to say,
folks,
like,
this is how you buy us a coffee, and it's all going to the Wounded Warrior Project for the
Yes.
next week.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Justin. Like, okay, this might just be a personal thing, and there's gonna be some people like, oh, you're judging, but like, I view people with like really over the top feet fetishes the same way that like I view like the people that like paint themselves up all in silver and like do the robot thing on the street. It's like, oh, okay, get away from them, children. Don't stay in school,
Yeah,
other's you become
But
one
it's
of
okay
them.
to
Like,
pay $5 a month to this person that's like, she's got beautiful feet.
well, yeah, I don't. Yeah, nobody did. Fucking fate worked yesterday, getting all strict with the 2-week rule. That well, I mean,
Yeah.
she's chicken. So I mean,
Chicken,
you're the
it's time to
reason
play, buddy.
why I'm not drinking any gin, and because I haven't taken any shots of gin, this is you
Oh, you know
implicitly
chicken's
admitting
here
that you
for it.
loved
Alright.
last week's episode
Alright.
so much that you want to make that the new format. So
I'm gonna vouch for chicken on this, and I'm gonna guess 2 shots.
Yeah, 2 shots would be great. And if anybody wants to
he's good
contribute
for
to
it.
that,
I
it's
know
all
he
going to
is.
go to the Wounded Warrior Project, and here's the link.
Yeah.
we just
folks.
need to see some verification. That's all.
Yeah.
So
these,
folks,
these robots are street performers. Do you hate artists? No, of course
They
not.
ain't
And I
fucking
think
artists.
they work
Actually,
very
okay,
hard.
full
You
for
know
their
what's
disclosure.
sad
robot
is
meals.
them people in street artists make more than all of us.
full
besides-
disclosure,
Yeah.
when I was 7 years old, I had a aunt and uncle who lived in San Francisco, and my cousin lived there. And so we went there to visit them first time in years. And they took us down to the Fisherman's Wharf where you got to see all the seals and stuff. And there was the silver guy doing the like his little silver shit. And I walk up and I cracked my uncle up so bad because I look over at his daughter and my brother, who were both 5 because I was 7. And I go, "Stay in school, kids. Otherwise, you'll be the silver man." And Mark just dies laughing because I was like, yeah, that is not something to strive for in this life, is being silver man. And so, yeah, to me, it's like, you're going to say, do you hate artists? No, I don't hate artists. But if you're the silver man, you should hate what you do. Like, I'm sorry, like you can strive for more. Philistines, a lot of you. Yeah. Well, I mean, I am Phil the Philistine. So I mean, what
Philistine of extreme.
Yes, thank you. That is beautiful. The Philistine of extreme.
Names.
You gotta show me how to do poker on there this weekend.
That was just me telling Chicken to show me to do that so we can get the stars.
And thank you for reminding me, because I not only need to bring my regular poker set, but I need to bring the poker chips that a certain Tony G and Chicken got me for Christmas. I think we'll make those worth like a couple bucks a piece because they bear the face of extreme. So all other chips will be worth 50 cents and that one's worth $5. But yes, Philistine of extremes. So you're saying
you shouldn't strive to have funky dance moves and improve your painting skills? Typical Trump voter.
I'm saying you shouldn't do either things if you're going to be the silver man. Yes. I'm saying yes. I'm sorry. Full silver bigotry right here. I'm going to be honest here. I am a silver phobe. I am a silverist. Okay? Totally. I mean, totally admitting it right here. It's just like, nope, not like, my mothers don't let your babies grow up to be silver dancing.
All right, I think we beat that one to death. What's the next question?
Else on the fucking earth? And
Jesus,
it went straight up to the 90 degrees south, and
climbed right up the butthole. What you got next for us?
Gold supremacy.
Okay.
Fuck silver.
Would you rather see your parents have sex, or have your parents watch you have sex?
They can watch me. That's fine.
I kind of unfortunately have to take that one. It's like, you hope they do the, hey, you go. Like, that's about as much as you, like, if you got to choose, I guess.
For those wondering, it's buymeacoffe.com/bigbuckin.
Did he buy me a fucking
Phil looks thirsty.
Well, I ain't got to worry about it. Chicken ain't going to be putting no money. But could you imagine, like, if you and your spouse conceived on that particular one, then God. How was I born? Funny enough, your grandparents were there cheering on the whole time.
Dad said, "Not so fast, son," and Mom was like, "No, you got to lick her ear a little bit. Bite it if you have to.
Blow in it a little bit. She'll like that."
No, fuck that. I thought you were gonna go with a what's the other one? If your mom and your wife or girlfriend switched bodies, and the only way for you to reverse that was to have sex with one of them, who do you choose? Your mom in your partner's body, or your partner in your mom's body?
Ooh,
God,
that's tough.
I ain't got an answer for that one. That one.
So I thought about this, the logistics.
Okay, so Justin, what's the next question?
No, I got to give you the answer. answer.
No, I think we can all.
He's gonna give an answer because I actually have rhetorical on this one.
Here's what you do: you do your partner in your mom's body, but you do it doggy style. And you don't.
So Justin, that next question, God Almighty!
I'm just saying. Look. If this ever happens, if some Freaky Friday bullshit happens and you're in this situation, you're going to be fucking glad that I gave you the answer. Because look, you can go bang your partner's body with your mom in it, but she's always going to know. If you do it blindfolded from behind with your partner just in your mom's body, your mom will never know. She was never going to be there. It was just in the present form, but she's not going to be a part of it. So this is the only correct answer. Okay, look, I'm glad I could be. I'm glad you put
hours of thought into this.
I have
I don't
15
think it
minutes.
was.
You know, I got a bet around 2:30.
Okay, all right. So moving. Right.
Oh,
Tony, check your coffee.
No, there's no need. You don't need to check that.
Oh, there's coffee.
Oh,
There's no $5
shit.
in there.
Oh,
There ain't no
shit.
money.
Let's see. Could it be? Could it be?
It's not. It's not. Chicken did not
Could
put
it
any
be?
money there.
Oh, there it is. $5 for a shot of gin. And there is the confirmation.
God damn it. Hey, Chicken. I was just starting to like you.
No, you weren't.
Yeah, true.
Don't be
Well-
a fucking liar on top of
All right.
everything, Phil.
Well,
Are we good
T,
for
can I have
one
the
more?
Yeah.
full screen here for a moment?
Oh, yes.
To fighting, stealing, and drinking. If you're gonna fight, may it be for a friend. If you're gonna steal, may it be a lover's heart. And if you're gonna drink, it better be with me. And Chicken, last week's episode is one of the best fucking episodes we've ever done.
Oh, my God.
And that was one of the
Oh,
most
yeah.
delicious shots that Phil's ever done.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why that one stuck to my tongue a little worse. Ugh.
It was probably because all the bullshit you just dropped before you took the shot.
Oh, so you're not. So you think that wasn't one of the greatest episodes?
No, the
we've
more you
ever
fucking
done.
try to make everybody think that it was just the bee's knees, the more I'm starting to side with Chicken, you fucking vagina.
Oh, you're just upset.
I'm
that it was a
kidding.
great
No,
episode.
Phil. I actually did enjoy last week's episode. It was a nice.
incredible.
It was a good episode. It was a deviation from what we normally do, but once in a while you got to do that when the topic fits. But you know what? Maybe you should do another shot, Phil. I mean,
I
just
think
to-
you should go like go
Fuck yourself.
The water is warm.
Well, remember, Chicken, I have to take 3 shots. So the next
Easy
one's
on
$10,
my dad.
and then the next one's 15. In order for you to in order for you to take back the fact that you have just admitted
look,
that last
no.
week's episode was the greatest of all time.
Phil, look, since we're not
the first
using
one
stars,
is get in the water.
look,
No.
we're
The
not using
prices do
stars
not
tonight,
change. The
though.
prices do not change. If you want that
Chicken
gin
is
to
kind
touch
of the
my
executive
lips,
order on how the Facebook stars.
well, I'm the
would
executive
translate
fucking
price.
order and commander in chief of what
Hey.
gin goes in my fucking lips.
Look, I mean,
So-
if you can't do it,
Can
Phil.
we get it all along?
Can't we
Ukraine,
all just
Russia,
get
No.
all that bullshit.
No,
Come on now.
actually, no.
You
we
fellas
can't.
are like American.
Ukraine,
yeah.
Russia, all of that.
This is 2011 all over
The
again.
price
The pri-
is. You're right.
price is
$5 for another shot is the wrong price. 10 will be the price for the next one. 15
No, is
after
that,
that.
no, Chicken? I'm going to ask you specifically. What would normal 500 star? What is 500 stars equivalent to in terms of price?
$5, ain't it?
Well, let's find
Uh,
out.
To be paid, yes.
Because then the
So-
next one would be 1,000. The next one would be
But
1,500.
to get the 500 stars,
yeah,
it's going to be a couple bucks more.
Phil's
Phil's
body,
body,
Phil's
Phil's choice. You know what?
Hmm.
Steven,
Oh my
motherfucker's
God.
fucking spitting here. God damn.
Hmm.
And you know what, Steven? I got to give you credit. Just bringing it full circle, fucking topical, fucking well done there. Fucking well done. Bringing our fucking little ginscapade fucking right back into Roe v. Wade. And it's a way for us to wade into this topic of the day. God damn it, I'm good. So, folks, yes, this is the way it's got to be. So, Chicken, a mere
Maybe
$10
I'll use buy me a coffee.
will get me to take another shot of
Do you
gin.
like coffee? Because I like
I
coffee.
don't.
I'm just throwing it out there. I
Yeah,
love
you know,
coffee. It's
I
a
actually
weird
do like
thing.
coffee.
God
Granted,
damn it.
black. I mean,
Really?
coffee is a black.
Hey,
weird
hang
thing.
on, Justin. So, West just said conversion rate of stars really fucked up these days. Thinking, please, no. Nice try, Chicken. Nice
No.
try. It's like I think inflation's kind of fucked up. Well, then
No.
that would
Facebook
mean
stars got cheaper.
yeah. No, that would actually mean it would go the other way.
You know, but he said it's really fucked up. So yeah, the way these
Yeah.
things
So
be handled.
if $10 drops into buy me coffee from Chicken, or if all of you people do it collectively, because I think some other folks need to contribute $1 or $2 just so that they know how to do it next week at buymecoffee.com.
You know what? He does have a point there. Look,
So,
this
like,
link is
Chicken,
what we're going to
you
be
could put in
using
$5
next week. next week, if you're not on Facebook and you're not sending stars to donate to the
But-
Wounded Warrior Project,
If you're not in
this is the
person,
way
fuck
to do
you.
it.
Yes,
Yeah!
that's the way to do it. But so remember, Chicken, you gotta get me to take at least one more shot for you to say we will not be doing this format again the week after next, and then 2 more shots in order for you to say,
Let's
okay.
get through Andre before we start thinking about the next fucking.
Well,
show.
you know,
Jesus
Tony, I'm
Christ.
always thinking forward. I'm always thinking ahead.
Hold on,
podcasting
fellas.
is a
We got
continual
200
process.
beers next week.
Yeah, I was
The
gonna
week
say.
after, we got 300.
Oh, God.
Holy
No,
fuck.
no.
Like
the
I'm
week
single-handedly
after-
going to drink like 15 beers next weekend.
No,
next Friday.
the week after, we're going to do a full-on 12-person panel about how we are going to colonize the solar system, because I know that's what Chicken really wants to do. The look on Tony's face was just like, actually, speaking of looks on faces,
We
and
can do
reactions,
that. We're just not doing it.
Hey,
I just wanted to see if, like, I could actually, from Iowa, I could actually hear and feel Chicken throw up in his mouth a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah, he's
certainly
right
you
there.
can. Actually,
Uh,
I would be fine doing a panel. That would actually be a fun.
Well,
panel
no,
show to
Chicken.
do.
That's all you gotta do. If you put 2 more shots, then that's you saying it's not the greatest episode ever. But if you don't
Jesus Christ.
make me do 2 more shots, then you are implicitly admitting that last
Okay.
week's was the greatest episode of all time in all podcasting history, not just Big Buck and Empire.
I love the fact that we go
I gotta figure this out.
no chicken,
just
no
going
chicken,
in
chicken, chicken,
fucking-
chicken.
It's too funny. But no, sorry, Chicken. So 2 more shots is what it's going to take for you to be say, okay, it's not the greatest of all time. But if you don't, you're pretty much admitting it was the greatest of all time, and we need to do that all the time. But yeah, I just love the look on your face. But now, Tony, I remember last night when I was streaming live on KOE Nation, you were having a little bit of a comment back and forth
You could
with
say
a
that.
certain Amanda, and I actually had some pretty interesting reactions myself. A few you even said I think we need to clip out.
I think mostly the comment banter back and forth is going to be something we have to clip out from that stream. Feel like I'm there with you. Yeah,
I know.
yeah, you do.
Yep.
Let
I
me
just like,
chicken to you, yang.
like, yeah, I made him puke in his mouth a little bit, and he's like, "Yep, feels like I'm practically there with y'all." So
Yeah.
we've all grown. But yes, this will be a momentous occasion this weekend and next weekend and the week after, when we have our massive 12-person panel on the sexy topic of interstellar colonization. And maybe we
That
could
actually
throw
will be a fun panel to have someday. Probably not the following after the Andre thing, though.
Nope, day after. Jesus Christ.
No, fuck you, Jesus.
Yep. I am a piece
Hey,
of shit.
fuck you!
folks.
I'm hungover. I drank 112 beers. Fucker.
Like, if somebody who held the record for most beers drank last year? Do you remember?
Oh,
What
I'll
was
have
the
to go
number?
back
Was
and
it like
look.
22 or 25?
Oh, Jesus. I think Mika drank he drank at least 18.
Okay. I think
Nice.
Corb got to 22. I remember that.
Well, I think
so-
that was him and Jen, though.
Okay. That, and like Corb's also like, well, this is a tall boy, so that counts like 4 beers, right? Like, so.
Yeah, I think your inflation doesn't work like that, Core, but good try.
No, but we will see.
Inflation was long before we had inflation.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that was a year ago, damn it.
I guess about to say, like, Chicken's like, well, inflation's kind of fucked with things, so the numbers have changed. So yeah, that would mean that a shot of gin's more expensive, not less. That would be deflation, like the deflationary depression that we might be heading into within the next 18
Deflation
months,
these nuts?
give or take. Well, yeah, what a lot of
These
people. Yeah, what happens is when you get this kind of inflation where the prices are rising even faster than you're actually printing the money, if you don't actually administer it right, you can actually land us into a deflationary depression, which is what put us into the 1920s. So we're actually very, very close to the cusp of a global famine combined with a global depression. Bang up leadership, Joe.
It doesn't sound good.
Yeah.
No.
So yeah, they're going to do great in the midterms. Yeah, to me, that's one of those like, yeah, if the Democrats somehow take the midterms, like, well, okay, the country's lost. Like, sorry, like it's just lost. Like, well, there's, I don't, it's going to take another generation to try and claw it back from that point. So because if everything now, granted, we'll see what happens. We'll see what kind of chicanery and fuckery comes up between now and then. But yeah, this is going to be a pretty big one. But yeah, sorry, folks. 2023 might be boiling up to be one of the most difficult years in any of our adult lives.
Unfortunately, that is accurate.
Okay. One more.
All right, hit us.
Men, would you rather be great at sex and have a bad body figure, or be bad at sex and have a great body figure?
Trick is on you, Justin. I already am the first one. I'm great at sex and I've got not a great body figure. So I'll fucking take that because I love being me. So joke's on you. I already fucking qualify.
Hey, Phil, you have 1. I have 8.
What's that?
Kids.
Oh no, I'm talking about having a great fucking figure. Oh no, I have a better pull-out game than you. That's all that we fucking established this evening. So Jesus Christ. Like,
Tony's got a pull-out game. It just involves water.
I wear something that you haven't probably worn in like 15 years. They're called condoms.
Lambskin?
No, fucking like the regular ones that actually work.
That's
why you got so many, because you're wearing those fucking lambskin rubbers. God damn it!
Got you there,
So
I'm gonna go with I'll take the shitty body and be good at it because I'm married, so that's kind of where I'm headed anyway.
That's great.
Justin's like,
awesome.
I'm just gonna get better, but I'm gonna look like shit.
Nah, Justin, your pull-out game's weak. Like, no.
Yeah. It still costs more money. Either way, it's money.
Sure, you're getting paid either way. Speaking of getting paid, see this link down here? You're going to be using this next week if you're watching on Twitch or YouTube during the 3rd annual Honor the Giant Beer Drinking Challenge fundraiser for Wounded Warrior Project, where all proceeds will go to the Wounded Warrior Project. But if you're watching on Facebook, the stars will also count towards those proceeds, folks. So we're going to do one more shill of that event, and then we're going to sign off, and we're going to go to a post show, all right? So,
Chicken, you better get those 2 shots of gin.
Oh, Justin's got one more.
One more. Would you rather have forks for fingers or balls under your chin?
Have what?
Forks for fingers or balls underneath your
So
chin?
would you rather be Edward Forkerhands or Butters from that one episode of South Park?
Give me the fork hands. Fuck that. Yep.
Well, I was about to say, because I've always been into boxing, and so having balls in your chin would be a really bad disadvantage for boxing. Having fork fingers, though, would be a huge advantage.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, like, if you can fork through your glove, and then, like, so, yeah.
I'm saying, when you get kicked in the nuts, it should be assault.
But it'd have to be a super kick to catch you under the chin.
Do you pass out? Yes.
Justin, that implies that anybody ever gives a shit when something bad happens to men ever. Sorry,
dude,
but you're wrong there.
It never
No
happens.
one gives a shit, okay?
No one knows.
If you're a man and you're going through anything rough, you just fucking suck it up and fucking get through it.
Welcome to maturity.
Yeah, like...
Do we have a Brendan update yet? Because I feel like...
I mean, we should.
I have no idea. I have not talked to my dad in 38 years.
I think here before too terribly long. God, he's got to be getting close, right?
I know.
He's probably almost to Iowa. I'm guessing he's almost to Iowa at this point.
Hey, Dad, where you at, Dad?
Yeah, I don't think you can hear
You
us.
want your daddy. Hey, like, Daddy, please. Daddy wasn't there.
Daddy
wasn't there.
As like a TikTok that I got the other day where
I'm not gonna take
one person giving advice to another one where it goes, okay, all right, miss. Now, what do you call an older man with money that tries to dominate you? And then the lady sits there for a second, Daddy. No! Like, so, yes, that's
okay.
Going to be reunited. So, last one, huh? There's more?
Last Would you rather? Would
Okay.
you rather?
Oh, thunder.
Same here.
I heard that.
And above all,
It happened here too.
Riders of the storm.
Would you rather live in the Playboy Mansion or live at the strip club?
No,
Playboy
fuck
Mansion.
that. Playboy Mansion.
Better amenities, better bathrooms. There's like
Yeah.
6,000 tubs there.
Here's
Now, granted,
the reason.
you're
Here's
gonna
the
have to scrub all the nasty Hugh Hefner out of the house.
Look,
but
here's the
Christ,
reason.
There's no way.
No, this is the reason.
That man
This is the
blew
reason
dust.
Playboy Mansion. Because here's the thing. It's going to be, one, it's going to be more sanitary. Two, it's going to be more well lit in the Playboy Mansion because they're actually pretty to look at in the light. There's a reason the lights are dim at the strip club.
I get you.
Yeah. Look, folks, you come here to the Dog and Chicken Show for the honest answers and the real conundrums being solved live on air. That's what we do here, folks. Geez.
now I just got an update. Okay, I'm a huge fucking Dune fan. Huge fan of Dune, the book, the original movie, even this. I think the sci-fi series was misunderstood. Now, granted, it was basically a school play that they filmed, but I liked it. But turns out in Dune Part 2, Emperor Shaddam IV will be played by none other than Christopher fucking Walken. So you're gonna have Christopher Walken playing the Emperor of all humanity and the Emperor of the known universe and all of the varying planets and the things, and it's gonna be incredible. It's gonna be an incredible movie, and I administer an Emperor of the entire universe. Like, yeah, I'm fucking looking forward to that so much. So yes, Christopher Walken with another amazing role. Like, yeah, he's gonna fucking knock that out of the park because it's an easy one. Who can't be? I am the Emperor of all the universe. Like, it's a pretty easy role to play. So I'm looking forward to that. The spice must flow. Yes. I'm really looking forward to Part 2 because if you haven't seen Part 1, do it. It's probably the best sci-fi movie to come out in the last, I'd say, 20 years. So, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna throw one more, and then we're gonna close it out.
All right, let's do it.
Would you
Chicken need
rather
more shots.
be partnered with someone who has a low sex drive, or someone who has a sex addiction?
Ooh. I mean, I can always jerk off, and the older I get, like the less I'm gonna want to do.
The more it's free.
Yeah.
Now,
I guess I could turn into a cuck. Yeah, sure. I'll go with the addict.
I was about to say, because when it comes to the sex addict, the likelihood of infidelity is very high. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Because they're literally addicted to sex. Low sex drive, though, I mean, let's be frank, most married men in their 30s know about that all too well.
Yeah.
So, and most married men in their 40s, that's all they know. So,
that's
like,
fine. You know what? As long as she's giving it up to me when I actually do want it, that's fine. Go ahead.
Okay.
Have your fun.
But yeah, like, that's the thing. That's a tough one because everybody thinks they want the nympho until you realize that if you're not able to go at it the 12th time that day, she might just go to the fucking pizza man. Like, that's
But you will go to the pizza man. Once you get a diesel pickup running, like, it doesn't need to shut off.
Shit.
True. So yeah, I think.
Fuck.
So, well, gentlemen.
Right. Yeah. Go ahead.
As I'm known to say around here, all that being said, thank you for joining us this week for episode 138, Into the Storm. And folks, this week, be sure to stay clear above the lightning, and above all, the thunder. Yes, folks, this has been an incredible experience here at Big Buckin' Empire, folks, where you can get all of the crazy shit that's going on in our world today, and you can get it in a way that you fucking love. You can make us take shots of gin. You can interact with this amazing cast, but you, the audience, we need you more than ever. We need you next Friday for the Andre the Giant Memorial Beer Challenge Battle Royal and fundraiser for the Wounded Warrior Project, folks. This is one of those chances to not only have some fun, not only have a good time, get together with fellowship and good people, but to also do it for a good cause for once, folks. Whoa. Had something in my throat there. I was getting so worked up. But folks, this is one that we need your help. We need you to join us. We need you to have beers with us. We need you to donate at buymecoffee.com/bigbuckin. We need you, folks, to help out with this and make this a true happening. This is our 3rd annual, but we're going to make it a lot deeper from here, folks. So, folks, please join us. Big Buckin Empire on Facebook, Big Buckin Empire on YouTube, Big Buckin Entertainment on Twitch. And folks, I am the devilishly handsome outlaw himself, your king of extreme, the prince and potentate of the political parlance, the lord of the Scottish Highlands, the conqueror of the ethereal, and one damn handsome man, if I do say so myself. You can find me at KOE Nation on YouTube, KOE Nation on Twitch, KOE Nation on TikTok. That's K as in King. O as in, oh my God. You can find KOE Nation on YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch. E as in extremely happy to know you can find KOE Nation on YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch, folks. Also, be sure to find this guy, Tony the Rod 2.0 on TikTok, and the Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast on YouTube and Spotify. Be sure, yes, the 12-time champion of the Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast.
Finally.
Also, we've got down here Yanked Up Podcast on YouTube, Yanked Up Studios on Facebook, Yanked Up, folks. He is the man with the plan with grilling for you to understand. Yes, Yanked Up, a great man. Oh, shit.
It's my daddy.
He's in Illinois now. So
he's roughly an hour away from Iowa, landing in Iowa, and then tomorrow embarks on the awful drive from Iowa to Nebraska.
Yes, nice. Well, so this Santa tracker, he's like, at this point, like when he landed in North Carolina, it had to be like, wow, I'm fucking doing this. Like that had to really be sticking in for him.
I know, it's such a bad timing.
And and we're like, dude, the fucking storms are fucking awful. Shit's
I know all day we're like
everywhere.
tornadoes are blowing. He's like,
come on over, Brendan.
Great.
If I die in a tornado, my wife's gonna kill me. I loved that.
Like that flight from Illinois to
that
Iowa, like he's gonna be like
throw
the
you
only
to your wife.
Yeah.
He's gonna be like the only motherfucker on that plane, and like people are jumping off that plane, like land! Oh God, we made it! Oh God. Brand's like,
I'm
well,
a border patrol agent.
I'm a bird. Like, yeah, like, God damn it, that's too funny. But yeah, that's all going down here pretty soon, folks. But so
it's gonna be a wonderful weekend. We love you guys, honestly.
Tony, Yanked, I just want to say before I do this, folks, all you beautiful people, thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us. I hope every last one of you makes it back to the KOE Nation and Big Bucket Empire happy, healthy, much the wiser. God bless. Travel well. Tony, Yank, take it away.
Go ahead, Yank.
I am Yank from the Yanked Up Studios on Facebook, obviously. Live every other week. I am on Spotify, and that's about a wrap. So, Tony? Yeah.
Dalton Carter getting a fucking jab in
Just
right at the end.
Throat of
Holy God.
the
Wow. All right. I didn't expect that, but here we are. Look, one final time, folks. Next Friday, May 20th, 7 p.m. Facebook, YouTube, Big Buckin' Empire. Stars, buy me a coffee. The links are in the fucking chat. Come on. This is going to be awesome. We need your participation, drinking with us, sharing the event with your friends to get as many people involved as possible, and donating even a couple of bucks. All the proceeds going to the Wounded Warrior Project. We're going to shill the fuck out of this thing for the next week. So you might as well get used to it and help us out by shilling it with us. Join us then and join us in the coming week to shill this. We need your help. Please, please, please. Zombie Batman, the end is always the best part of this show. Later, boys. Thanks for joining us as always, Zombie Batman, and all of you wonderful, wonderful people. Fun show tonight. We actually made it to the 2-hour mark and did not get blown away by the storm. So that I will drink too, folks. I am so happy. This is going to be a fun weekend. It's going to be a fun show next week. I'm just excited all around, and I'm stalling because I'm trying to find the proper outro before I click the wrong one, which I have been known to do.
Yes, you have.
Yeah, so
I got you.
We're gonna go with this one and see what happens. Andre the Giant next Friday, folks. Be here for it.
See if it just smooths itself out.
Back, tell you what I'll do. If I ever get back, I promise to refabricate you. Raging rivers of gold. That's what the brochure advertised. And now we're lost. We gotta take it down. Let you down slow. It's hard to survive.